How can you get a conversation back on track or wrap it up when you need it to end? G'day and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Leah. This episode is part 2 of an answer to a question that came in from reception staff at an organisation that I have the pleasure of working with. This organisation has people coming in, they're customer focused. They have people coming in or ringing on the phone to ask to speak to someone in this firm, and they're often giving their life story or every detail about the matter to reception staff, which is not their job. So in the first video last week, I shared how important the setup is for your success and how having an opening statement that helps you as a reception staff member set the tone for the conversation and make it clear that you only need the key information so that you can direct the inquiry and get them assistance as quickly as possible is absolutely going to give you the best chance of keeping the conversation on track. But even with a great setup, some people can still take you sideways. So what to do then? You want to be polite, you don't want to be rude, but you do need to keep things moving. Now, a lot of us think that interrupting is always bad. It's not. Sometimes it is required, and a gentle interruption in this case can be really crucial, especially if the person's on a roll. Now, your body language, your tone of voice is crucial here. It needs to sound pleasant and polite, not rude and abrupt. So I might say something like this. I can see this is really important to you, which is why I want to be able to direct you to the right person as quickly as possible. So if you had to sum up the issue in one sentence for me, I know that's hard, but if you had to just give me the key details, what would that be? To actually do the interruption, you might use a little hand gesture. It might be, now I can see this is very important to you, or to make sure I've got this right, so that I can pass it on. What is the most important pieces to this matter? Hopefully that will get the person back on track. And again, show them that you're doing it to try to help them. A lot of people, once they get rambling, they actually want to be brought on track, but they don't know how. If the person keeps going, this is when you do have to wrap up the conversation. And just like we started this conversation with a nice frame, you want to have a closeout statement as well. So it might be, thanks so much for sharing that with me. I've got all the information I need. I'm going to pass it on to this particular person and they'll be in touch as soon as possible. Have a great day. So don't stop at as soon as possible. Have a great day is your closeout statement. You might even add a movement to this. So it might be that you've got some paper on your desk that you can say, have a great day, and then you look down to your paper or you stack some paper. You might even go to stand up a little bit. If they still don't get the cues, then you might have to be more direct, and you might have to say something like, you know what, I would love to chat further, but I do need to get back to the task, or I do have another person on hold. So I'm going to pass that information on as quickly as possible, and we're going to get you the support that we need. In an actual reception, you may even walk the person to the door. Some people aren't great on social cues, so you might need a combination of tactics here with what you're saying, how you're saying it, and body language, which is all communicating the message. But what I don't want you to forget is the importance of explaining the why. That really is the kicker here. If you can help the person see that getting to the point is helpful for them too, you are more likely to have success. So I hope that helps. Let me know how you go. And if you have a communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, tricky people stuff question you'd like answered, send it through and I'll do my best to answer it in a future episode. Cheers.